for our Facebook watcher people here. Okay, so we're doing chair yoga. If you all have straps at home, I know Arnie, I mentioned the blocks, but it is challenging doing the blocks not in person, so ditch the blocks. But if you have a strap, a belt, a towel, yeah, perfect. Grab that, and we're gonna.
Oh, the blocks are out there.
Yeah, we're gonna ditch the blocks. Don't worry. After I made you go get the block, ditch the block.
Okay.
Okay, and Bev, you're all set.
All set.
All right. So I guess I will move.
Except for my glasses, I can't see. I lost them. What do I do with my glasses?
All right, I am gonna mute you all on your end over there, and we're gonna do some chair yoga. Mute all. Mute all. You can just give me thumbs up when you're all ready. And Jim's going. Okay, here we go. Chair yoga. All right, so find your chair. Ditching the block. Find your chair. We got Ella coming over. Ella's ready for her chair yoga. Okay, Ella, we're gonna lay down. Lay down. All right. We're gonna do this. Okay, sitting up tall in your chair. Let's take a deep breath in. Forget everything that just happened. Deep breath in. Exhale. Again, breath in. Breath out. Just clear your mind right here. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to begin to build the foundation for the integrity of all of our poses here. Starting from the ground on up with our feet, we're going to press our feet into the floor. Both feet are facing at 12 o'clock. Our toes are going to lift and spread. Just kind of fan out your toes here. If you can feel like this sensation of your inner ankles, if I were to come to your inner ankles, like they kind of spin on back, and your outer ankles are going to spin on down, and this is going to create a sensation like your arches of your feet are lifting on up. So we're going to create that sensation in our feet, our shins, as though someone's coming, and you can even do this to yourself. So if you want to take your hands and press your hands into your shins and resist with your shins. So you're going to bend over, feel that resistance. And now as you take your hands away, you're going to still feel those muscles igniting. So keep that sensation there. Y'all feel that? Hold on. All right. You're going to feel your thighs, the muscles in your thighs engaging. Pull your hips to neutral. So if you need to pull away, I don't want you sitting on the backs of your chairs. I want you sitting up nice and tall here. Your sitting bones are pressed down into your seat. Your hips are neutral. Your belly pulls in and up. So if I'm pulling your belly in, your chest just, your ribs just poked on out. Bring your ribs in. Bring your shoulders down, away from your ears. And the crown of your head lifts all the way up to the ceiling. So the very top of your head is lifting up. So you have full body integration here. You're not looking up to the ceiling. Your head is still looking straight ahead. It's just the top of your head lifting. So you feel this lengthening in your spine. So all the way from the bottoms of your feet, bringing on through up, your body is engaged. Your muscles, your core, you can feel all of those things engaged. And now, with your whole body engaged like this, close your eyes down. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Again, breath in. Breath out. Check in with your body, see if you've let go of any of that engagement. Have your legs spread apart. Can you bring your legs back together? Feet on the floor. Sitting up tall, belly's in, arms down by our sides. And as we bring our arms down by our sides, feel your shoulders draw down. And on your inhale, lift your arms on up nice and slow. Big inhale. Exhale, palms spin down. Inhale, lift on up. I got somebody else coming. Do this 2-3 more times. Got Nancy's coming in. Arms up and down. Hi, Nancy. I see you're here. We got everybody on mute. So today, our theme that we had earlier too is about trusting our intuition and listening to our bodies. So if something is just not feeling right, if we just don't want to do it, then don't do it. If your body's calling for something else completely differently and what I'm cueing just does not match, always listen to your breath in your body. So one more. And down. Good. So with that full body integration again, sitting up nice and tall, feet rooted down in, working all the way up. Pull that belly in. Left hand comes over to the right knee, and we're going to spin around. We got a barking dog. Let me go get the barking dog. Yeah, they are not cooperating today. Otis, hi, come here, please. Hi, yes, come in. Slowly coming, come on. You're still stretching. You're still in your seats. Your spine is lifting on up. Belly's pulling in. Crown of the head lifting. And twist back to center. Take that, leave your left hand be. Take your right arm, cross your right arm over to your knee. And we're just going to curl our spine here. So you should feel a nice stretch at the backs of your shoulder blades. Maybe along the sides of your arms. And maybe your body's craving to get really deep into this and really curl, or maybe it's just here and you're happy to get your arms crossed over each other. Just be with what is. Inhale, lift on up. Right hand stays B. Left hand, pull that core in, pull that belly in, and twist on over to your left. Shoulders drop down. Keep dropping your shoulders down. Keep lengthening your spine. Keep pressing your feet on in, engaging your legs. Full body integration. Pull that belly in. Come on, back around. Left hand over to your right knee and a curl. So as we go throughout all of the poses today, I want you all to really focus on what we started out with igniting your whole body from the ground on up. And if at any point, your body's telling you to call for something else, then again, listen to your body. Inhale, come on, all the way up. And then one hand on each knee. If you need to scoot a little bit again away from your chair, check your feet out, get yourself adjusted. And we're going to inhale, lift our chest on up to the ceiling, open our chest, our throat. Exhale, curl our spine. Maybe your elbows come on out to the sides. Really get rid of that stale air. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting on up. Good, chest. Exhale. Go ahead, take 2 more full cycles at your own breath. Really feel that air, how it's coming in and out of your lungs. Notice like the temperature, the quality. If it's difficult to breathe or if it's just flowing easy. No judgment, no concern, just observing what's going on in your body. And then we'll all meet together right here at neutral. Bring our arms out wide. And then we're just going to give ourselves a big hug. It doesn't matter which one's on top, which one's on the bottom. A lot of chest opening today, shoulders and chests. And then if you feel like it, you can curl your spine again. It's like the best hug of the day with all this social distancing, right? So you give yourself a little hug. Inhale, lift on up, nice and tall. Open up your arms, big and wide. And then cross the opposite arm on over. And maybe you can even kind of just scooch your hands a little. Use your fingers and scooch to get yourself a little bit tighter. And curl on over. Oh boy. We have construction going on next door and Otis is just like so beside himself. Come on up. If only I could tell Otis to just chill out, right? And down. Let's make some circles with our shoulders. So on your inhale, lift them up nice and tall, right up to your ears. Exhaling, bringing them down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Again, matching your breath with your movement. So if I'm telling you something completely different than what your body's doing, just listen to your body. Breathing up. Exhaling down. All right, I think we're ready for our eagle arms. So our arms out by our sides, palms spin up, and again, pull that whole body integration in, right from the toes on down, toes on up. Cross your right arm under, left arm over. Bend your elbows, and either the backs of your hands come together or the fronts of your hands together. And remember everything that we had talked about. Again, our feet rooting down, ankles spinning back so you feel the arches of your feet lift up, shins hug in, our legs are about hip width apart, pelvis neutral. We may have to hit pause for a minute here. Hold on. Come this way. Come this way. Hold on. Come this way. I don't know, is it a full moon? Because my dogs are really noticing this. This is good. Okay, let's do the other side. Arms on up. So what we had, opposite elbow, left arm under, right arm under, over. Bend our elbows, backs of the hands, or palms to touch. So you all do that. Now I'll get Ella. So you want to bring your elbows on up. Come on, Ella. Relax your shoulders down. I think my dogs are trusting their intuition today. All right, relax those arms down. Okay, onto our legs. take that right leg, cross it on over your left leg. If you can get your ankle bone past, that's great. This is too much for you. You can just cross your ankles, especially if you have a hip that's not yours. We're going to cross that on over, sitting on up nice and tall. So build that integration from here. That front foot again, the foot that's on the ground is 12 o'clock. This may be enough right here. You should feel at the back of your right hip, your bottom cheek there, and really nice, good stretch. That's the IT band. Sitting up nice and tall. See if you can bring that integrity in with your belly pulling in, shoulders down back, ribs in. Again, top of the head reaching to the ceiling. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just fold on over that front shin. Try to keep that length in your spine. So your spine's nice and tall, and see if you can just hinge at your hips. So we're not curling our spine, we're not rounding over, we're keeping that length and hinging, bringing our chest towards that shin. Still drawing your head long, the tailbone's drawing back behind you. Shoulders, come bring them down away from your ears. So if your shoulders are coming up towards your ears, bring those down. Gaze right, straight in line with your neck, with your spine. Maybe you can fold a little bit more. Keep that right foot flexed, protects your knee. Inhale, lift all the way up. So let's cross that leg all the way over. And we're going to scoot ourselves to the edge of our chair, work on some core. Bring your arms down. It's usually good if you have a chair without arms, but if your arms are there, that's fine. You can work around those. And we're just going to heel toe our foot on in. And without rocking on back into the chair, we're going to just lift that foot up off the ground. You should feel your core engaged. So keep your spine tall. Normally in class, when we have everybody, we have a few people laughing, so this is a fun one. And relax it down. Uncross your leg. Rub your legs out. Take your left leg, cross your left leg over the right. Again, if you can get that ankle bone so it's not pressing into your leg. Check out where your right foot is pointing. Your hips are square. Shoulders down. Crown of the head's lifting. Maybe just be with what is right here. And it's very common that different sides of our body react differently to the different poses. So if you're able to do something on one side and not the other, that's completely normal. So don't beat yourself up over anything. Oh, I did that on the other side. Don't. All right, big breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Again, not curling your spine, long spine. Just hinging at the hips and trying to bring that chest, nice long chest, towards that front shin. Left foot is flexed. Shoulders continue to draw down and back, this nice space between your shoulders and your ears. Inhale, lift on up. Cross that leg all the way over. Adjust yourself in your seat. Walk that right foot on in. Again, you can press your hands down into your chair, or you can just simply, even for an added challenge, as you lift your foot up off the ground, you can even bring your arms, or Samasthiti arms, or mountain. our gaze straight ahead. And relax it down. Awesome. All right, grab those straps. If you have straps, towels, a tie, a scarf, whatever you got. All right. Nancy walked away. She's coming back. Okay, so get yourself seated in your chair, all situated. We're going to bend that right knee, and we're going to take the strap and hook it onto our heel. So if you don't have one of a strap, it's okay. You can do it. It is going to be more challenging. The strap is more of an assistive kind of a tool here to help us get more into it. So just really feel that ball of your hip sinking into the socket. Don't lock that knee joint. Keep a soft bend in your knee. And then as you have a strap in each of your hands, you do want to not hold on like with a death grip. Just nice and relaxed. Shoulders drop down. And you can actually use the strap to bring your shoulders even farther away from your ears. And now both straps into your right hand, keeping your hips square. So that right foot, again, everything's at 12 o'clock. Hips are square. We're simply opening our right hip. So both straps into the right hand and just moving that right leg. Soft bend in the knee. Keep that right foot flexed. Sitting up tall. You can leave your hand on your hip. You can leave your hand down by your side. Really open on up your chest. Full breaths in and out. Take your time with your breaths. Really fill up, expand. Remember that 3-part yogic breath where we're filling our belly, our ribs, and our chest. And then as we pause at the top and then we empty completely. Inhale. Let's bring our leg in, straps on over into our left hand, and we're going to just cross just slightly. Feel a nice stretch along the outside. And notice your spine nice and tall here. Foot is flexed. Come back to center. And with one strap in each hand as we keep that foot flexed, we're just going to dip our pinky toe down about 45 degrees. Getting all our hamstrings going on here. Notice if the rest of your body kind of gave up whatever else. Keep it up. It's a lot of work, you know. We're working our legs and all that, but we do want to keep all of our body involved in this too. Come back to center. And dip down. Now with your big toe. Come back to center. And relax. So I'm changing, like usually I'm telling you, okay, we're just stretching this, just that. But today in this class, we are working on that whole body integration. So it's a little different than normal. So if you're like, wait a minute, I thought you said that this part of my body's not working. Right, but we're making it all work today. So left leg, you can hook that onto your left heel. Sit up nice and tall. Check your right leg out. Make sure that is facing 12 o'clock. Hips are square. That left hip sinks on in to the socket. Both straps into your left hand. Maybe take your right hand to your right hip, and that'll remind you, keep that right hip B, and just open at your hip. Perfect. So you shouldn't be like moving with your whole body. It's just the hip. Shoulders relax down. Maybe now bring that arm down. 3-part yogic breath. Inhale, come back to center. Straps go into your right hand. You can come slightly across the outside of that left leg. center, one strap in each hand. And we're going to dip our left pinky toe down. So notice I just caught myself doing it too. My right leg kind of gave up on all of that. So check again, check in. Yes, we're stretching our hamstrings, but we want our whole body involved here. So your belly's still pulling in. So these are our core locks, our bandhas. This is our Uddiyana Bandha. It's my favorite word. Uddiyana Bandha, core lock. Our core locks in our belly. Back to center. And then tip your big toe down. Notice if your shoulders kind of started creeping up, bring your shoulders down. Got that death grip going on with the straps, kind of release a little. Come back to center and release. All right, I think we're done with the, actually, no, let's hang on to our straps for a moment. Yep, I'm going to do a little bit more with our straps. Hang on to your straps with your hands with your thumbs. Lift our arms on up. Check in from the ground on up. Get your feet situated, your hips square. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, just tilt on over to the right. Nice opening for that left side. Keep yourself again nice and tall here. Maybe you can bring your gaze on up to the ceiling towards your left arm. That is like a really good stretch right on through that left side. Just breathe into that. And notice as when you breathe, as you inhale really deeply, you can feel the space between your ribs just expanding. So good. Next inhale, bring you back up to center. Sink those shoulders back into your sockets. Check your feet, check your hips, what your legs are doing, or your knees going out. Bring them back in. And then over to the left you go. Notice what you're feeling now in your right side body. And if you put a little bit more pressure in your right sitting bone, press down into your seat. You can tilt a little bit more over to the left, opening on up those ribs. Makes it easier to breathe. Gaze on up to the ceiling maybe. Inhale all the way up top, and then go ahead, drop those straps on down. That is good. Okay. I know. Okay, our crescent moons. Crescent moons. Ground on up. Arms on up. Bring our hands to prayer. We're going to make our Charlie Angel's fingers, right? Shoulders sink into the sockets. Bring your knees together. Your feet come together, your knees come together on this one. Take a deep breath in. And now exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your arms wide and down all the way to your lower sacrum. And maybe you're going to push yourself away from your chair a little bit here. Really press your hands on into your sacrum, your lower back. Draw your elbows towards each other. Draw your shoulders down. Again, knees are coming together. On your inhale, lift on up your chin, your throat. Press your hands on in. Breathe. Notice your breath here. See if you can relax those shoulders down more. If you can bring your elbows in closer. Notice what's going on in your body right here. Notice what's going on in your mind if your mind is wandering. Next, inhale, big inhale. Exhale, bring those knees together and you're going to fold right on over those thighs. Bring your arms on down and just rest your chest right on your thighs. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Nice long spine. Crown of your head is pressing right to the front of the room. Tailbone's back. Exhale, fold back on over. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Hands to prayer through heart center. So close your eyes. Press your thumb knuckles on in to your sternum. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Great. So what we're going to do what's called a vinyasa. It's a flow. And we're going to do that, let's do it 3 more times. And we're going to go at kind of a quicker pace. This is something different. So if you're going, oh my gosh, Sam, I'm not following along, just do whatever your body is calling you to do. Go with the flow. That's where this go with the flow is. So a vinyasa. We're going to do that again in our crescent moons. So we're going to begin together. Set your body up, arms by your side. And we're going to go a little faster. Inhale, breathe on up. Exhale, sink your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, to the left you go. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale all the way down. Pressing our hands to our sacrum. Press on in. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, knees come together. Fold on over your thighs. Relax your arms down. Hands to your shins. Inhale. Long spine, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up by your side. Hands to prayer through heart center. So that is 1. Nice job. Here we go, number 2. Inhale. Exhale, sink our shoulders. To the right, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, left. Inhale to center. Exhale down. Hands to the sacrum. Inhale, press on up. Legs together. Exhale, fold over your thighs, arms down. Hands to your shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms all the way up by our sides. Inhale. Hands to prayer through heart center. That is 2. Nice work. So take a moment here. If you're feeling a little dizzy, it's a lot of ups and downs. You can pause, take a breath. Really press your thumb knuckles into your sternum. Feel your breath. Feel your heart beating. We have 1 more to go. Arms down by our sides, and we're going to vinyasa, to flow. Arms up, breath in. Sink our shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. To the left we go. Exhaling. Inhaling up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands down to the sacrum. Lift on up. Inhale. Press on in. Open your throat. Exhale. Fold forward. Knees together. Arms heavy. Hands to your shins. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Exhale. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to prayer. To heart center. Close your eyes down. Through your nose, take a big, deep breath in. Open your mouth and just sigh it out. You can make a big ugh if you need to. That was a lot of work. Good job. Again, big breath in through your nose. Exhale. Perfect. All right. How are we on time? Okay, we're getting there. Trying to think. I have have you all on mute. I'm trying to figure out what our other things are that y'all like to do. Let's do a standing. We'll do some balancing. So stand on up. We'll do our trees. So if you have your chair, you can stand behind your chair. I'm going to just turn it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Rooting down. All of our balancing, again, it comes from the ground on up. So that foundation of what we've done. Go lay down. Ella, go lay down. What we've done in our chair is what we're doing here standing. Remember, our feet are rooted down into the ground, those inner ankles back, our shins hugging in, our quads igniting. Ella is just beside herself. Okay, shoulders back. Gaze straight ahead. So our drishti, one of the keys too for balance is our gaze, our drishti, and our focal point. So if you can find one thing to stare at and just keep your focus on that one thing, right at the horizon or the above, that's going to help you. So build your mountain, find your drishti. Don't hold your breath. We're going to shift our weight over to our left foot. Right foot empties out. And that right leg, as it lifts up, you can even leave it on the ground. You have your chair there if you're not comfortable and you need to hold onto your chair. That right foot's going to come on up and press it into your calf, your left calf. So your left calf is pressing against your right foot into the calf. You're pressing into one another. And keep opening up your hip. So from here, this is what we're looking like. Okay, so you're standing tall. You have your chair if you need to hold on to your chair, but you can play around with the balance. See if you can let go of that. And then maybe your hands to prayer. Maybe you can try to bring your arms on up. Really play with that balance. And if you fall on out of it and you got to put your foot down, you know, tree still is tree if you have your toes on the ground. What this is doing, actually, this is a hip opening pose. It's balanced, but we're also opening our hips here. So keep taking that knee, that right knee, and nudging it back. Squaring your hips at the same time. So you could stand with your toe on the ground and you're still going to feel that whole hip opening. All right, so other side. Actually, I think it probably felt that more in my hip with my foot on the ground and opening up my hip more than if I were to have it up higher. So if you're more focused on the wobbling and the balancing, put your foot on the floor, no big deal. All right. So now we build our mountain again. Shift our weight to that right foot. Left foot comes up. And see where you are here. Could be completely different. And trying to keep those hips square. So that might mean your knee doesn't go out as much as you think it should. It's all kind of perspective there. Soft bend in that standing leg. You can hold on to the chair. Notice here's the things where if you're gritting your teeth, if your eyes are all scrunched up, relax that stuff. That's not a part of our body integration of what we've got going on, right? We have our feet rooted down, the muscles in our legs firing up, hips are square, belly pulled in. There's nothing about gritting teeth in that. All right, release it down. Good job. I think we're all ready for Shavasana. So, okay, grab your seat again. So all of that integration that I've been telling you to hold on to this whole time, you've been tensing up muscles and not even realizing that that's a lot of work. So you may be feeling some things tomorrow that you were like, well, why is that? Yeah, it's okay. So we're going to just relax, sink on into your chair. Now you can feel the back of your chair. You can kick your legs on out. Close your eyes down. And just let everything melt into your chair. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Again, big breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. And now begin to scan your body here with your eyes closed. Just notice how you feel. Notice if there's any thoughts that are coming up in your mind, and just let those thoughts go. And for the next few moments, realize there's nowhere to go and there's nothing to do, but to just relax. Feel your breath. Be bringing awareness to your hands. Awareness to what you're touching. Maybe the heat or the cool, the space between your fingers, or the lack of. Feel your chest rising and falling. Feel your breath as it moves through your body. Now slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Maybe circles with your wrists, your ankles. Bring yourself back on up to seated. Nice and tall. Hands come to prayer. One more clearing breath in. Big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Let it go. Carry your thumbs to your forehead. And together we'll bow. We'll say to one another, Namaste. All right. Have a great day. My crazy dogs.